So, unfortunately, this is what it looks like when you have pests effing with your shit. You see how this little baby bottle of Tresemme seems to be protruding out. Well, it wasn't made from the factory like that. They added too much. I knew a long time ago when I was getting food delivered that they had like a sealer. They're not dumb. So they reseal things. But I could tell just from the texture of this one in the box that they'd gone to it. And then if you look inside, it's not old. And look, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but there's two different colors of stuff in there. Oh. Yeah, no, you can see where it's separating now. But yeah, there's like a more yellow stuff mixed in with the white toothpaste. This should not be yellow at all. It was completely white. However, this lip gloss, which I just used it, so it looks like a little bit beat up, but it's actually not that old either. It is a very, very, very nude color. What does it say the color is? Well, it says inner glow, and the thing looks a little bit pink, but it's never been pink. And the only part that's pink now is right in the top. Why? Because, well, some stuff you just don't know how the chemical compounds are going to mix, right? And the reaction they're going to have. So whatever they added in here turned it pink. And that, beautiful souls, is how these motherfuckers took me from having a completely normal life and, you know, paying for all of my own shit, my own apartment, being a single mother, and not, you know, the best one, a poor fucking apartment, right? Poor person apartment, but I've always had my own place, my own stuff, and high-end, like, I've never really gone without, ever. But since this last year, it's fucking hard to keep up with having to replace all of my food and all of my fucking products anytime somebody can get their fucking hands into my space, which is why for the last 2 weeks in Vernon, my guides had me in my own prison, in my little tiny fucking suite, because at least if I didn't leave it, nobody else could get in there. And so I've been eating healthily, none of my food was dosed, my hair started to grow again because whatever they're putting in fucking my hair shampoo and stuff, which, oh yeah, I already had to throw that away. It was the first thing that was, because like it wasn't put back the way that I had it. And so because I locked up my shampoo bottle in my house, I only want to take a little bit, but this is more volume. I don't want to like try to help my weird, crazy cult torturers be better at doing this, but like I've been dealing with this for a year. This is amateur style shit. I literally had the military in Hamilton coming at me with this. And these guys have the audacity to think this one was gonna fool me. But anyways, yeah, that's the real life shit of this, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's good that I'm not so proud to ask you guys for donations, but because quite literally, they made me to like be what they were trying to say it was, right? Like lazy, dependent on others, would use other people. I'm the opposite of that. Anybody who's ever known me knows that. Even before my spiritual awakening, never. And yeah, this year it's just like one after another, so much so that like people that I really, really loved started to see me in a negative light too, because it was just one thing after another, and because they're not living it, they couldn't understand the severity of this. I'm freaking flat broke and not able to save enough for my own safe sanctuary because I have to keep jumping around when the physical attacks get too much on my organs and on my body. But then every other day, if I'm not holding all of my things, somehow these motherfuckers breach all the stuff. So then all of my products, all of my food that's opened, garbage, 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 garbage. That's why like I don't even like to buy full-size bottles of anything anymore, because I'm like, well, unless I can carry a huge frickin' wagon around with all my things everywhere I go, which is too hard. I just have to get used to, I guess, until they're bored of this. All of my shit constantly being breached and then me having to throw it out, and then people still expecting me to fucking pay for absolutely everything, knowing goddamn well that they're contributing to costing me money and my health. People are really shitty. That's the worst. That's what makes me the most mad. Like, the ones that I think like, hey, maybe we could be friends. But then I'm like, oh no, of course not. They think that if I drop my defenses would be down. And because I'm so friendly, everyone thinks I'm dumb. Nope, not dumb. Just wasn't quite ready yet to execute the next level of my fucking plan, because my life purpose is a fucking huge one. And it's scary to me what I'm about to do, what I have to do. But this is why. This is nuts. So now I'm stuck here. Look how freaking hot I am. I wanted to have a shower. I have no shampoo, no conditioner, no lotion, no body wash, no toothpaste. Nada. Thankfully, it does not fuck with my peace. It's more just, at this point, evidence collection and data collection for the different reports that I'm making about this, so that we can have some laws implemented and stuff because of all of this fucking gang stalking. They can't keep being allowed to do this. As it is, now we need laws on Bluetooth, because they can fucking hack that and use it to attack you. We need so many new laws right now. That's my next part of my purpose. Stand in the House of Commons, demanding change. Carney, listen to me, read these reports, so much so that I'm actually just signed up for an 11-month online data analytics certification course, so that I can properly be sharing the extensive amount of research, data, evidence that I've collected over the last year on all these different things, so that I can actually use it to make change and not just tell you guys all about it and never get there because they're attacking me 24/7 in hopes that they'll be able to keep me from doing any real work. Last year when this began, I couldn't sit through what I've been sitting through for 24 hours a day right now for an hour. I called 911 like 3 times in a week and a half, thinking I was having a heart attack because my entire chest would seize up, my arm would seize into my freaking chest. Like, I never actually had a heart attack, but I could only assume that that would be the closest I could imagine, which was my first red flag at Interior Health, because I'm like, weird. Right away, they always do check my heart, but they don't seem to be really concerned about a heart attack so much as they're wanting my vitals to see how the ECG plays out. And for those that are new here, I'm 100% convinced, it's just a little bit hard to exactly prove, that Interior Health injected me with something else when I went in with venom toxicity anaphylaxis from 2 very rare invasive ant species that the city's also been burying in my infested apartment. That almost killed me all of 2024 with internal infections like meningitis and bacterial infections from head to toe. The only reason that I'm sitting here looking so healthy, you guys, is because of God. I shit you not. I can no longer get medical care. I've tried in different provinces in this country. Whatever fucking MK Ultra fucking bullshit that they have on my medical file, I don't get proper treatment. When I was in Winnipeg crying because I knew I had meningitis and the fluid had been in my ears for so long, it was starting to freak me out a little bit, even though God's like, stop it. You're going to be fine. We're going to heal you. But I'm like, yeah. At what point, though, is it going to be brain damage and stuff? Well, I overheard the 2 doctors discussing it because I was demanding. I'm like, nobody's given me a fucking CT scan. I said, I've been complaining and had fluid leaking out of my infected ears for, like, I think it was like 6 months at this point. I said, and not once has anybody fucking said, let's give her a CT scan. I said, which is odd, because I said, I've heard you say CT scan 100 times since I've been here today for other patients, left, right, and center. And then when she was talking to the doctor, I heard she doesn't need any more radiation. So that's when I knew, because I was just starting to bark up the MRI, kind of like whatever tree, figuring out that it was like something like gladulinium or something to that effect that they were dosing a lot of my food with. Not only, but part of it. Because when I would consume that, and when they get that into me, they're little machine things that they try to amp up the electromagnetic energy would cause more of a reaction in my physical body at that time, but I also evolve at an accelerated rate because my frequency is so high, because I'm actually on my path of spiritual ascension and nailing this motherfucker. So here I am, just being persecuted like Jesus. But I look pretty and sweaty doing it though. Love you guys. Stay golden. This little edition is for said gang stalkers who I don't even know exactly which specific groups or why they're even doing this. Not sure if I care, even though like I'm somebody who needs to know all the things, and I'm definitely a science nerd at heart as well. As a natural born leader, I can't see what data they could possibly be collecting, or to what end they think that they were going to be able to get away with doing this to me. Like, for a year, the amount of resources, you guys, money, time, like, if it's just all for kicks, these fucking people are such limited consciousness. I can't even say any more words about it, because none of them would be good. It would be the most pathetic thing. So I keep trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm like, well, they must be trying to kill me. Which I know it was. Make me die of, like, biological, natural stuff, right? Only that's when God swooped in and was like, fuck, motherfuckers. I actually made a video when I didn't even know exactly what the attacks were, but I knew I was being attacked. I'll try to link it in this one, you guys, because it's actually very significant. You can see how it's affecting me on screen. And in that video, I'm channeling, God's channeling through me, like, strongly, saying things like, you're not God, to whoever, you know, you guys are that were playing God with my life. But it's been a year now, past a full year. Like, actually, I'm at my year anniversary, just passed. And I promise you guys, the ones attacking me and the little mad doctors and shit, you could get a lot more data, valuable data, that would make your fucking year's worth of fucking extensive wasted resources more worthwhile and valuable if you were nice to me. Because I purposely have to limit my work, do nothing, and just talk shit all the time, because I know I never have any privacy. All of my spaces are always bugged, or filmed, or both. And then if you add all the little gang stalking zombies, I have zero privacy. So since God says you guys are trying to manipulate my consciousness while I'm asleep to get information, which God says you'll never get it, whatever you're after, never this way, because this is exactly what needs to change in the world. This is not how you go about doing things. But even God, right now, it's not even me saying this, I promise you, it is God and the fucking entire divine saying, are your egos seriously so in the way that you guys are just going to continue to beat this dead horse? Like, I couldn't imagine what you guys are getting from it. God's telling me fuck all. Whatever you guys thought you were going to get or do here with me, wrong chick, wrong divine earth angel. So either pay me and partner with me in some regard, and I'll try and give you guys some fucking information and help the science along and our evolution of the species along. Or just move along and get the fuck out of my way. I've got bigger problems anyways. You're just pests to me. If I even got a direct answer from whoever actually fucking started all of this stuff, I don't even think it would ever be worthwhile. Even someone like me, who refers to my two sons as small child and big child, and I was hoping that my daughter I keep trying to birth into this world, who keeps going back up in the sky, would be girl child. Not because I'm unemotional, but because they're all so different. I love to watch them grow. I'm fascinated by my own evolution. So, yeah. Maybe, like, whoever's on top of this, like, I mean, like, the top. I'm not talking about the bottom-feeding fucking peasants and trolls that you have in my basement. Whoever started this, and if it had something to do with corrupt RCMP trying to label me as a fucking terrorist, well, then I want those big bosses. Whoever initiated all these cult attacks and coven attacks, because I know is multiple different groups. But somebody, right, had to have been linking them all together and lying to everybody to get them to do this to me. The rest are just also evil and corrupt. You guys know that you just want me to shut up because I don't roll with you. I would not partake in mass murder or any of this global domination shit that you guys thought you pulled off right before God pulls the rug out from underneath your guys' feet. But I will tell you right now, I've already seen what's on the other side of this. There's some sort of collaboration. It's the only way through. Or you could keep bleeding resources and sure, holding me back a notch or two, slowing me down, causing me seemingly endless amounts of stress. Everybody even call anywhere. If it's not them on the other line, meaning you frickin' fuckers hacking my phone. I don't know how you've gotten to everybody, but I know it's because of all the cult affiliation, which is why. There used to be anti-Masonic and such laws, even in Canada and in the United States, and they're going to be returning. I promise. The only way that you guys get something really, really great out of this, I don't even need an apology. Just fucking stop it. Give me some money for what you've cost me. I'll let you guys try to do the fucking calculations on your own. I won't even be greedy. And then I'll help you as long as I'm allowed. Meaning I'm not going to teach you guys higher than level 33 degree occulted knowledge for you to oppress and hurt more people. Never. But I know, and you guys know if your egos will allow you, that at this point in the game, I'm a much better ally than an enemy. Even if I haven't stricken back yet, because of my little Earth Angel attitude. Think. Okay, from a leader to another leader. Let's have a fucking sit down. Nothing you will say will make up for this. What you've done to me, none of it. Nor do I care. I just have purpose and things to do, and a life that I am going to live. Take the fucking loss on this fucking cult sacrifice, and I mean, it's not really a big loss in your guys' defense. I'm a 1 in a billion soul, like more. There's 10 humans on Earth at my level of spiritual ascension and frequency, actually. This is why I've seen visions of myself and my divine masculine counterpart having a couple trips over to CERN to help them out with some stuff with quantum fucking physics and things like that. Why? Well, we're leading the evolution on that right now, quite actually. Our bodies have been sinking for years, which is why we have the same medical problems, even in separation. My little in denial masculine knows all those things. But divine timing, right? But seriously, I just talked to you for 7 minutes, and I feel like it was too long, but I know so many of you guys are watching me and baffled at how I'm doing this. I would say my magic's just stronger than yours, but you guys know, you've been watching me, I haven't been doing any ritualistic stuff. I don't have to. When and if I do, yes, the focus is stronger. I could hold your entire groups of covens energetically. So let's be civil. I was going to say friends, but that's not going to happen. Let's have a mutually beneficial relationship. I don't want any part of your evil shit, nor will I ever fucking ask or lean in. I don't give a flying fuck, even right now. I don't want to have to waste any of my time. But you need to get the fuck out of my way and stop bothering me. This is enough. This is childish fucking bullshit. I know for a fact you guys aren't getting what you wanted out of it. And if you guys are that satisfactory, like have so much satisfaction over just knowing that you're able to do this, waste what, 20, 30 minutes of my day, have me throw away some things. Sure, in the beginning, yeah, you guys saw me got a lot frustrated. You've seen me have, 1 or 2, 3 maybe in a year. Little breakdown moments. Definitely a better ally than an enemy. So this isn't a threat. I'm not like you guys, but I'm just saying, like, come on. How much money and shit are you guys gonna waste, and lies and things that you guys gonna tell for what? it's clearly not going to play out how you intended in the beginning because of how strong I am. And even if you guys had somebody murder me on the street now, with the other fucking amount of shit that I've uncovered, I'm way too big to sweep under a rug. So, let's make a plan. I'll even sign an NDA. You guys are gonna pay me some money though, because of what you've stolen from me. I'm not just wanting you to give me free shit. A year's worth of my fucking salary, wasted time, and then like we'll say, you know, $1,000 at least per month on food and supplies, you know, lost rent and things. So we'll chalk up the year to $50,000 with your get out of jail free card and get out of Erica's way card. I think that's fair. And then I'll allow you guys to ask me things and to still continue to study me. It's gonna probably be a lifelong thing. That's okay. But with my fucking permission. You don't just put me in a fucking cage and do whatever you want to me like I'm some little fucking marionette on a string. The only one I'm a puppet for is God.